Well, hello there.
Well, hello, hello.
How are you, sir?
Quite well. How are you doing?
I'm doing quite well myself. Hang on, I'm looking at the wrong screen. I should put this so I'm actually looking at the camera. Yes, hello, and thank you for joining us. Um, my name is JJ Asgar, and I'm a developer advocate for the IBM Cloud, and you are?
Yeah, my name is Kevin. I commonly go by Cloud Null, and I am a developer for the Red Hat OpenStack platform.
Nice, nice. So, Kevin, this is going to be a little bit of a continuation.
Yeah.
We're not planning on getting it all done today, but we are just going to jump straight in and we are going to attempt to build an OpenStack cloud on the IBM Cloud. Now, first of all, that makes no sense to me. Why would I want to build another cloud on top of a cloud? That doesn't make any sense. So tell me, Kevin, why would somebody want to do this?
I think there are a lot of good reasons, and I think there are a lot of other other reasons that other people could throw out there too. But the with a lot of the cloud providers providing bare metal as a service, you can leverage physical servers, run the open workloads, open APIs on top of those workloads, and virtualize your environments, et cetera, et cetera. So obviously, you can just purchase VMs from these cloud providers, sure,
Mm-hmm.
but getting access to your own private cloud for using like the forbidden terms, the you have a level of control and isolation that you wouldn't arguably have otherwise.
Nice.
So I think there's a lot of great reasons that we could probably noodle on this for many many streams. But I think the big one is that you can build out infrastructures that meet your needs and provide a level of care, isolation, etc. Um, I think we could probably also make the argument that if you had a private data center and then you had a public data center
Mm-hmm.
presence, you could do the whole bursting thing that everybody strives for. Obviously, we're hand waving huge network problems, but assuming that you could overcome these things or that your workloads or applications can meet those demands,
Mm-hmm.
having a public and private presence makes total sense.
It
And
does.
doing so with a cloud solution like an OpenStack um, should better enable that.
Wonderful. That seems pretty reasonable to me. I just like the idea. I'm an old infrastructure guy, so I like the idea of tinkering around and building
Totally.
something that hopefully somebody will use. Well, we're not actually gonna. I'm not. I don't know if we're actually gonna have anyone use this in real after the fact, but we'll get there.
We'll,
So
we'll try.
we'll try. Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. So over the next 3 odd weeks, right now is the plan. We're going to spend this hour on the next this Monday, or obviously today, next Monday, and Monday afterwards, and
Mhm.
hopefully have our cluster built up. And to kind of describe the cluster that we're building, we have 3 compute nodes, which are bare metal,
Mhm.
which according to my output here is rel el 8.2, according to my stuff, which I think we need to verify um, when we get into the machines.
Yeah.
Then we're going to have something called a controller node that was basically the external API to the machines inside of the on the compute nodes. And then we have something else called the Undercloud machine, which is the actual like administrative box. Is that right?
Yep. Yep. So our undercloud is going to be basic. It's where we're going to run our provisioning. It's where
Okay.
we're going to orchestrate the cloud environment, run the deployment. That's also where we will execute any of our what we call our overcloud commands
Nice.
to create networks, upload images, etc.
Perfect.
Assuming we get that far.
Assuming we'll get it. Of course,
Yeah,
of
yeah,
course.
yeah. Big
Um,
caveats,
big caveat. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, we're gonna do some screen sharing here in just a second. And then we're just gonna bring up a terminal and kind of walk through what's happening. We're gonna use something called RDO, which is the what does this stand for exactly? Red Hat distribution OpenStack?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I don't actually know. And we're going to be using something called Triple O,
Yep.
which is the installation process. And these are going to be, again, I'm reiterating this. It's on RHEL machines. These are on actual Red Hat Enterprise Linux machines. So if you do have Red Hat support or subscriptions, and you do like this, hopefully this is simple enough, I guess is the right word, or simple enough architecture for someone to be able to emulate this also after the fact. Is that about right, Kevin?
That's about right. Yeah. So I think once we get the config in place, somebody should be able to come along, replicate exactly what we have done, and do the same.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And yeah, assuming that we can get the bare metal and the VMs all on the talking the same language, it should be able to. We should be able to be pretty successful at rolling almost rubber stamping clouds out if we wanted to.
Nice. That sounds perfect.
Yeah.
So do you want to share your screen and kind of walk me through, or do you want me to share? Which would be easier for you?
I think we should. Well, actually, I think we should probably first and foremost. Well, I think it'd be easier if we share your screen and then I join your terminal, and then we can walk through. Because we are going to use a couple of different concepts here. We're going to use pre-provisioned nodes. So we're not going to go through the standard O provisioner. We're just going to plug in our details into an appropriate config and then deploy our environment on top of that. So I think the very first thing that we do, and probably what we end up accomplishing this stream, is to get an appropriate inventory of our environment and make sure everything is connected the way we think it should be.
All right. And give me 2 seconds here, and it seems that I don't actually have a terminal up and running. I usually traditionally go into a shared machine, but I'm going to use Teammate for this one.
Okay.
Kevin, you reintroduced me to Teammate.
Yeah, Teammate works pretty good.
And it's good stuff. So give me a minute here, and I will have this, so I can send this link over to you. If anyone has any questions or thoughts, we have the chat here. Hi. So if you have any questions or thoughts, go ahead and throw those into the chat. And while I'm getting this up and going, we can get that happening. All right. Okay, I believe Kevin, that should work. And which machine should we go in first?
So we have. I wonder if it'd be useful. I don't even know. Can we share your IBM Cloud screens to kind of just look at what our topology is going to look like? Or we can jump into the Undercloud machine and kind of go from there.
Well, here's the IBM. Here is the IBM Cloud interface.
Okay.
And I have 3 machines here called OpenStack 1, 2, and 3.
Cool.
They're all bare metal machines. There's 64 gigs memory, RHEL 8.2, and super micro machines. And we'll be, hopefully we might actually touch these today. I don't actually know. It's just basically, they're all the same, which is nice. But then nice. we have what is it called? The Undercloud machine, which is a VM.
Mm-hmm.
That is sitting out there that will SSH to just a second. And it's a 32 gig box. Again, it's just going to be the provisioning machine, so it doesn't really need to be that super powerful. It just needs RAM to do the things. Hopefully that y'all can read it. I zoomed in just a little bit there. And then we have finally
that all looks
our
good.
controller node, which is another VM. I didn't want to mess with virtualization on virtualization, so that's the reason why the controller node is just it's just a VM. This is not HA, so that's people are going to wonder like, why aren't you doing HA or whatever? Well, this is imagine this to be dev environment, right? Like
It's just totally dev and test.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I have had a challenge though, Kevin, talking about this internally to some people. They're like, so JJ, after you install open stack on this, are you going to use that cloud to build an OpenShift cluster inside of it? And I was like, maybe.
I don't see why not.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason why we couldn't. So, there you go. So you have your three machines,
Excellent.
three compute nodes, controller node, and then Undercloud node.
Excellent. So I'm going to actually open up a text editor here locally on my machine, and just so we can describe some things.
Cool. And I believe that is our Undercloud machine. Can you do just write in the terminal real quick to make sure that you're connected to it?
1 second. I am connected to it.
Huzzah!
Now cool.
So in preparation for this, yay, perfect. In preparation for this, we had a couple conversations last week, and I guess it's a good time for us to bring up before we go any bit farther.
Yep.
So these are Red Hat 8 machines, and there is some support issues with the different versions of Red Hat. So can you walk me through this kind of conversation for me real quick?
Yeah, so this virtual machine is running RHEL 8.5, which is the latest.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, the OSP product does not support that yet. So we're going to have to overcome that or figure out how we can run a different image.
Okay. So unfortunately, from all the research I have done, it looks like we do not have an ability to get a different version.
Okay.
Without us getting really deep in the weeds here. So the other option you have, well, you said you could be running head on here instead of a supported version of RDO. Is that right?
Well, we would need to be running CentOS at that point. We wouldn't be running
it.
the OSP product. We'd be running CentOS 8.
Okay. Yeah.
So this is the repo. Yeah, this is what here we are. We're missing some things.
Yes. Okay. I guess we're just gonna have to go in an unsupported manner here to move forward, which isn't great, but it's the limitations of what we have in front of us.
Yeah, there we go. Here we are. There's the list. So this is what we've got, but if we look at the repos themselves, everything is RHEL 8.4.
Yes.
So I'm not sure that this. I think what we should do is jump over into our bare metal node. So we should be able to, if everything is actually networked correctly and keys are in the right place, we should be able to SSH from this node over into our bare metal machines, and we'll check that those are on 8.2.
Did I not do this right? Oh, my bad. Sorry. Ah! My key is not being... There we go. What? Hang on. Let me figure out why that was not possible. Give me 2 seconds. Already hitting snags.
Oh well, this is part of the adventure.
That's right.
So if the bare metal machines are on Rail 8.2, then we should be able to provision another machine, maybe a smaller one, and we'll use that as the undercloud, and we'll deploy 16.1.
Nope. It's lying to me.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Yeah. So the OS here inside of the interface here says it's 8.2, and then the actual OS release on that.
Well, it's 8.2 plus 3. You know.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
So we're going to be sunk there too.
Yes. Okay.
So if anybody in the chat has some suggestions, the thing that we could potentially go and add repos here, and then that are upstream community repos, but then the 16.x documentation for OSP, the product, the thing that we were going to do, would actually not apply. It wouldn't be applicable. We wouldn't be able to use that, at least not to its full extent.
Okay. Is this going to add a level of complexity that is ludicrous, or is it just like there's going to be a couple of things here and there that?
It's mostly ludicrous, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, it's because we would be adding. So I have full disclosure. I have not done this. So this would be. I have not done what we're pondering here, and what we're proposing is using CentOS 8 stream repos on a RHEL 5 distro, or 8.5 distro, and I don't think that's going to work, but we could try.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident that that's going to blow up.
Okay. Well, I mean, we have 2 more streams after this, so if it does blow up, and this one, we can always try to revisit it a different way. But let's try to do this the crazy way first. How about that? And then see how far we can get. And then this is also documented, right? So if somebody has decided to go down this path in the future, we can be like, hey, here's 2 people trying to figure out how to do it live. See the ludicrousity. No, that's not a word. Ludicrousness.
It's ludicrous mode. Yeah,
ludicrous
we're entering
mode.
plaid now.
There you go. I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
But so yeah, the how best do we attack that? I think we go and grab the CH stream repos RPM, install that, and see where that leads.
Sounds good.
Just a moment, please.
Sure.
1 moment, please.
So, chat, if you have any questions or thoughts, please don't hesitate to throw them in. We are paying attention.
Indeed.
Just as Kevin said a moment ago. Hello, chat.
Yeah, if anybody watching out in the ether has comments, questions, criticism, suggestions,
Please, suggestions.
please. Yes, please. Please and thank you.
And I'm assuming we'll have to be back on the undercloud because that's going to be a provisioning node.
Yes.
Something on the screen here. Top, which is a lie. Nobody actually believes top says anything useful anymore.
No. The world has moved on to HTOP.
That's right. That's right.
All right. Okay, so is it capital O or lowercase o? I think it's lowercase o.
Yeah, it's lowercase. Yeah.
Problem. Yeah.
Already.
Nothing provides what we need.
Mm.
1 second. I have the page open.
Okay. I am going to steal this command in my notes down here. And did this.
Computer says no.
Mm. Do we want to show that allow raising?
Uh, sure.
It's very much a YOLO, isn't it?
Yeah, it's hold my beer.
Ooh, that even worked.
So we need repos, conflicts with CentOS, repos.
Wait, that's the same file. What?
Dokie dokie.
I believe we just rolled some dice.
Yeah, indeed. We used all of the dash dash. I know what I'm doing. Dash dash, but that's a lie. So
Yep.
Yeah.
That's about right. That's about right.
Okie dokie. So can't spell. We don't want to update anything. Okay. So that gives us CH stream repos on our rel box.
Okay. Install Git. Seems reasonable.
Indeed.
You know, I tried using Mercurial again recently.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
How was that?
Different.
Different indeed.
It is. It's very different.
What drove you to these levels of insanity?
You know, I was kind of, I don't know. I just felt like I spent so much time using Git, and I was like, is there anything else out there?
Yeah.
Like, and I figured Mercurial was the other thing out there. I mean, obviously Perforce or whatever, but Mercurial just seemed like a good shot, and not branching was a little weird.
Okay.
And the patch management was a little weird, but
sure.
If it's just yourself, like on one branch, just committing to that branch over and over again is like checkpoints. Mercurial is pretty nice. As soon as you have to pull code out and send it somewhere else, or like have like a feature branch or something like that, it's weird. It's weird.
I'm gonna clear that and put that. All right.
Okay.
So,
yes.
I
What did you
installed
just do?
Git.
Yes. Mhm.
So this is our Undercloud machine.
Yes.
Okay. And I installed Git and a couple other things. And we could have done that out of the Red Hat repositories via the subscriptions that we had access to.
Mhm.
But there's a whole litany of packages that we're also going to install to try to build an Undercloud here.
Mhm.
So we have put chstream repos on this machine, which in theory shouldn't conflict too terribly. Even though it did warn us repeatedly, like, this is a bad idea. And we're like,
Mhm.
are you sure? And it was like, are you really sure? Because this is a terrible idea. And we're like, are you are you really, really sure? And we're like, uh-huh. And so we have done that. And then I cloned a repository that I maintain, which is how I build very similar clouds, but using the upstream source.
Mhm.
So we're going to try that.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, choking. Yeah, so we're going to try that because we can't follow the guide. So we're off the reservation. We
Okay.
can't use the normal base practice of building out the cloud environment. So we're going to try to color out the lines, color outside
Sounds
the
good.
lines. Yeah.
Yep.
So this repository, which is actually very simple, it's just a set of configs that we're going to override and fill out for our environment.
Mhm.
And then a bunch of commands, but we're going to run the commands by hand instead of using the functions. But the functions are there, and we'll try to stand up an undercloud.
Okay.
That's the goal. If this works, then we can replicate a very similar repo config on our overcloud nodes, plug them in, and voila.
Perfect.
So that's where we're at.
Okay.
So, to get started, we have to pre-build, which is, yeah, we need to install a bunch of packages.
Okay.
And set up a bunch of repos.
Mhm. How do we do this?
Yep. Let's see here. So, first thing first, we're going to set the host name to the short host name with a .local domain so that it has a valid host name. So I'm just gonna paste some things, but we're using hostname CTL.
Mhm.
This is our new output, right?
Perfect.
Undercloud.local domain.
Mhm.
Then, well, actually, let's go ahead and we're going to take a look at what we have under network scripts. Sysconfig. All right, cool.
Nothing too
We
crazy.
do have network manager doing network managery things, but it looks like we're using our stock standard network scripts, which is good.
Mhm.
It's a good thing.
Yes.
So next step, we're actually going to build out, or we're just going to create a simple SSH key that doesn't have a password.
Okay.
Voila.
Yay.
We'll validate that is there. Ta-da.
Okay.
Now we're going to put the DeLorean repo, which is an RDO project, right? So call out to our RDO brethren.
Mhm.
We're going to pull down the DeLorean repo and shove it into the repos directory and try to install O repos.
Okay. It didn't complain. I guess that's a good sign.
Well, yeah, that's just curl. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah. curl will curl pipe to T. So if it's going to complain, it's going to complain here. And what this is doing is we're installing Python OO repos. It's a binary. It will help us configure the actual repositories that we're going to use to install OO from head.
Got it.
If this works, we're not in the clear, but
We've made huge leaps and bounds.
yeah. Yeah, we'll go with that. So yeah, how's your Monday going? How you have a good weekend?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Took care of some things.
Things and stuff.
Ooh.
Success.
Success. Okay.
Next step. We're going to add the real OO repos. Okay. The real OO repos have been added. Now we're going to install a mess of things.
Okay.
So network manager, QEMU guest agent, network scripts, patch git, patch utils, IP table services, Python virtual environment, tmux, all kinds of stuff. Right. Some of these things are already installed, but this is just all the stuff that we know that we need to have.
Yep. Nice and safe.
Yeah.
So I got myself an Oculus Quest.
Oh,
2.
yeah?
Yeah.
Oculus 2? Yeah. The Quest, you said?
Quest, yeah.
Yeah,
Nice. It's right here. It's,
nice.
Where is it? There we go. Right there.
Indeed.
And I figured out how to get the workrooms working on it. So now I can use like my Zoom call in, right? To have people like join me in VR, and I can like present inside of VR now, which is kind of cool.
Have you done it?
I played around with it a couple people,
That's
and
cool.
yeah, it was good stuff, man.
That's legit.
Yeah.
I do not have a VR headset. But that's cool, dude. I've tinkered with them. Okay, that didn't work.
No, something
Download
weird.
packages or saved in cache in Alexa. You can remove the cache by doing clean exit transaction error.
Containers common.
Etsy PK RPM GBG key Red Hat release from install. Conflicts. Ooh. Okay, so what if we do?
Well, the Oculus 2 is only $300.
Okay.
And
I
you
saw
don't
that
need
they
a
had
PC.
them at Costco.
Yeah, you don't need a PC to use it. It's completely standalone.
Nice.
And you can watch like Plex or whatever inside of it too, and Netflix, and it's a pretty slick, man. Like with the way the world is right now, the idea of being able to being able to get into a conference room. Oop, getting somewhere. There we
Negative. Name servers are hosed.
go. Ooh.
Well, these are your standard ones, but
Oh, there you go.
okay, it's back.
It was just it took a smoke break.
Yeah. That's which is fine. I understand. Let's try.
You don't want to burn out, right? You
Yeah.
don't want to burn out.
Yeah. No, negative. DNF remove. I don't know what this is going to break. Will result in removing the following protected packages. Setup.
Setup. It seems
That
like an
sounds
important one.
important.
Yeah.
That one seems important. Okay.
It's going to remove the package called computer.
Yeah, indeed. So let's
All right.
let's see what we can do. All right. So the file PKA RPM blah 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 release and containers common conflicts with file from Red Hat release.
So the GPG key file changed. Is that what I'm
Probably.
reading?
Let's just try it again. See if that goes. I moved the file out of the way. It's
Yes.
terrible practice. I'm
Very.
the bad person.
Yes. Yes. Rolling some dice.
But yeah.
Yeah, might
Yeah, there seems
have
to
to try-
be some lag. It's talking. It's phoning home, and
Mhm.
it's trying to some sort of a network issue.
So while this is going on, we are stuck because we're running too new of a version of RHEL, and
Indeed.
it looks like.
And-
I don't think I have any other options. 'Cause
Like
I'm imagining.
it would be great if we could just deploy CH stream and then we can go RDO from top to bottom and then just kind of show how all that works. But barring that as an option, then we might have
Yeah.
to get inventive.
So while this is running in the background, if you can see on my screen, it's just sitting right here. It's
Oh no, I'm
Rugged?
hitting buttons because
okay.
it's obviously. But yeah, keep going.
So let's take a quick little look here. To see what other options we have. I don't know if we have. Oh, really?
What other options do we have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta wait for it to come
Yeah.
up. It
Okay.
takes a minute. File Red Hat.
Yeah, it's the file I moved out of the way. Well, it's packaging saying there's an issue with it. So this is what are we gonna do? We're going to instead of remove, we're going to be an even worse person. No. I'm gonna do -- erase. So that's is needed by whatever.
Yes. But you see, that's CentOS Linux repo again. We
Yeah.
put that on there, didn't we?
Which one?
The CentOS Linux repos 8.3.
Yeah, it's that we were able to install CentOS 8 or CentOS Linux repos 8.3, but we were the conflicting packages Red Hat release. So
all right. So just pivot again real quick.
yep.
So here are my options for the operating system with a bare metal machine. I've got CentOS 7. I've got Debian, relatively new. Got Red Hat 8 and 7. Could we build 7 and then upgrade to 8? Is that possible? Is there like an upgrade? No.
Negative.
We got Ubuntu, but that defeats the whole purpose of us doing this on RHEL.
Indeed.
I mean, I guess I could spin it up with VMware and then create a bunch of VMs. No, that doesn't work, JJ.
Yeah, that would be. I don't think that would. I don't think that would
Yeah.
that would go.
Damn.
Uh,
Maybe in another data center. No. It's really odd that we don't have CentOS 8 support.
yeah, it's peculiar. So I wonder if we could install, or I wonder if the pivot here is to figure out how to run custom images.
Good question. And according to my information here, you can't do custom images on
On
bare metal machines. I can do provisioning scripts off of it, like so we could start with something that upgrades it. If we created a provision stuff on top of it. Operating systems. Changing operating system device. Oh. Building a custom bare metal server to order your server. Select no OS under image. No OS. Hang on. Not 100% sure how I actually get to the machine.
Hmm.
Oh. Included IPMI device. I can boot via an ISO.
Oh well, there you go.
I didn't know this was
That
possible.
that might be a that might be a fun experiment, regardless.
Yeah.
Because then we're using not only an appropriate operating system just to begin with, but also we're using the IBM Cloud and its full potential.
Yes. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to, after we've only got about 15 minutes here. Oh, we've gotten farther though.
Indeed, yeah.
Um,
As you were as you were going, I was stalling for time. See, that was the thing that we were doing on the back end here, and I installed the release RPM forcefully. I forcefully removed the Red Hat release RPM and then forcefully installed the CentOS release RPM. Um, so the operating system now fully believes it's CentOS 8 stream.
nice. Nice. Yeah. So, well, it's getting somewhere, which is good. And then before next Monday, I'll spin up a machine where we can try to do. I'll even try to do it ahead of time, so we're not just fumbling around the whole time. But goal is being able to walk through the whole IPMI installation and all. It does seem reasonable. Yeah, I
because
can just go through. Go
if we
ahead.
can make that go, then I think we'll be sitting pretty.
And CentOS stream 8 stream, correct?
Eight stream, indeed.
Okay. While we were talking about that, I'm going to go ahead and grab that. CentOS 8 stream.
Yeah, they should have a net install image as well, so it should be fairly light. We just call over the internet and have it. Should be an ISO there, but
Wait, CentOS 8 stream, not 9. Right?
not 9. No, no, definitely not 9.
There we go. Boot. All right, cool. Just because I'll go ahead and create this one. Wait, what?
And if any of you folks are still following along at home, have questions, comments, criticism, please.
Okay. Great. This is just a test box that I'm creating to see
Yeah,
how
cool.
it goes. And then
So you just choose no OS and then plug in the ISO and it should be good to go.
yeah, you can mount an ISO from your old computers using the Java KVM console through IPMI, it seems.
Okay. So they give you access to the Supermicro management. Yeah, you can.
I've been told this
Yeah.
does happen, but I've never actually seen it work. Hey,
Okay.
wait.
Yep. wget. All right, wget's already installed. I'm gonna update these things so that we can keep them on the box
Mm-hmm.
and with the actual RPMs. Stream release. GPG keys. And repos. Much better. Yeah. So these are the RPMs we installed.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll update to the latest now that now that we're our node fully believes that it's CentOS.
Mm-hmm. We forced it. You are CentOS and you will be CentOS.
Yeah. Don't argue with me.
Mm-hmm. Looks like we made it angry though.
Oh no, this is we've been seeing this since this morning, right? Or well, I mean we can check it here, but ping. Right, that's
Oh yeah.
it's working, but
Mm.
oh yeah, well we installed different versions of it from those ones, but we'll do the same thing like we did before.
Well, if we're not gonna use this machine, right? Like, are we? If we actually get CentOS built on these bare metal machines?
If we get sent to us on the bare metal machines, then sent to us stream on the bare metal machines, and we can convince that this one is actually sent to us at stream, then yeah, this would be a perfectly viable undercloud.
Oh, okay. Very cool.
I mean, we're here and we have 10 more minutes, so I'll
Yeah.
see if we can at least accomplish a part of the goal.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. We'll see, though. All right, so triple O repos again. Invalid. OS is not stream.
But
OS is not a stream version. Enter. Duh, yeah, okay. Did we install? Or maybe I need to... Was it reinstall?
Okay.
No.
Hmm.
Well, we'll just keep moving on. It believes it's the correct thing. And we have been able to install our packages.
Okay. Huzzah!
So, now we go to the next one, which is to deploy our undercloud.
Okay.
So, typically, we would generate our templates, our base templates, and we'll just accept all the defaults for our undercloud. Now, there are other config options that we could use for the undercloud, but we're just going to take what it gives us. So that way we don't have to walk through any of the... Well, there's like a million options. So what's nice about it is that it can be used to... well, it can be used to in any way, shape, or form that you'd like. But what's terrible about it is that there are 10 million options. What's good is, though, in recent releases, the options are sane, so you can take them out of the box.
Nice. Sane options are good.
Indeed. So, THT, if this all worked, we should have it in user share, open stack, O heat templates, tools, all B. And then that's back to user share, OpenStack, heat. Oh, sorry, OpenStack O heat templates. I'm actually going to be exceedingly lazy.
Best developers are.
Yes. I just don't want to keep writing that. And then we're just going to do that.
Okay.
Because it's all the same path over and over and over and over again. Like I said,
Okay.
I'm just be exceedingly lazy. There is a net data file. Oh, yeah. Okay. So this is where our O deployment templates thing comes into play, right? This is the repo that we had. So we're going to take all this stuff and put it in our home directory. So now it's there. And we have our net data file, which is some basic information about our overcloud networks that we're going to create. So these are this is like I said, some basic information that we'll use for on the overcloud. So back into your IBM Cloud right quick. We have
Mm-hmm.
a subnet, right, that was provisioned off to the side for internal networks.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should use that instead.
Seems reasonable.
Indeed. What are we working with? Now, do we have so does the IBM Cloud actually provide us access to the full subnet that it says there? Like we had it showed us /26. Are all the addresses ours, or are
I
they
believe so.
consumed by other machines within this project?
So yeah, it's a /26 where we have. It looks like the whole thing. Yep, all of them are on that.
Sweet. And they're not used by like other members of this project or anything. This is just ours. We can fully abuse.
From what I understand, yes.
Okay. So what is that range?
It is 1095, 205. No, wait. Sorry, 1094, 86. 66 to 126. That looks right.
Cool. So then our net data file. Well, okay, and inside of, so that range is a flat network on a single VLAN?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. And do we have a public network that we're going to use for external traffic?
Yes. Yeah. It's a 169 47 227.
169 47 227?
Yeah, from 50 to 62.
50 through 62.
Mhm.
Roger that. And is the gateway 49 on that, or?
It is.
Okay. IP subnet. Okay, so that was a 169.47.227.49 through 63.
63. 63, yep. Broadcast is 63.
What is
48
that?
is the
/28,
network.
right? Am
Yep.
am I mathing that right? Yeah.
Your math is correct. Yes.
And the other one is a /26, right? Correct. Yeah.
Mhm.
No VLANs. No IPv6. So our net data file should look something like that.
Mm.
negative goes. Yeah, is that right?
Mhm.
No. Through 126. 10, 94, 86, 66, 126. Correct?
That's too many octets.
Oh, yes. 10, 94. Oh, yeah, my bad. 126.
Mm-hmm.
1094, 86.
Mm-hmm.
Dot 65/26. Is that right?
Sounds right. Yep.
Okie dokie.
And unfortunately, we're at the top of the hour now.
Yeah. Well,
But that's
I will run it, and we can then run.
it sounds good.
We can-
Sounds good.
So, yeah, what we were doing, we were processing our templates.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
And then we run it. Oh, well, now we have to go create a user. But that's, I think we are in a mostly okay place on the Undercloud, even though we're not even coloring outside the lines. We have just got a new piece of paper and started drawing random pictures.
Pretty much.
So,
Pretty much.
but
It's okay.
the good thing is that everything has worked so far.
So far. So I have some homework before we convene again next week. And if it does work and I can get CentOS 8 stream on all those machines, then we can revisit other options, but we'll see.
Yeah, that would be. I think it would be actually. I think it'd be good content to
show actually working.
actually. Well, not even just that this is actually working, but also that that we can provision new operating systems on the IBM Cloud. Right?
Exactly.
Because I actually have a use for that.
Oh, even better.
I mean, like I could use that as my own bare metal playground.
Well, there you go.
But yeah, if I could do that.
Well, we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll see. I think that'd be good content. I think it'd be fun to figure out. Maybe we could do some. If you could do it a little bit behind the scenes, and maybe we can do that all together one day. Maybe and then we can con Paul to come and play with us as well.
Exactly. I like it. Perfect. Well, Kevin, say bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.